What's up guys, it's Eric from Rare Candy and welcome back for part 2 of our Celestial Storm booster box case. So if you guys did miss it, we did open a couple boxes in part 1 already, so definitely go check those out if you have not already done so. I will have links below in the description. And also if you did miss part 1, one thing I did mention is that the first box was going to be a traditional opening, but the rest of these are going to be speed openings, meaning we're not really going to show off the commons and uncommons too much. Let's face it, you guys want to see the GXs, the Prism Stars, all the good stuff. That's what I want to see at this point anyway, so I feel like that'll work out pretty nicely. So let's dig in and see what we can make happen with box number 3 of this opening so far. And also too guys, I want to give a quick shout to one of our sponsors, flipsidegaming.com. If you guys are looking for some Celestial Storm boxes or cards, use the promo code RARECANDY in all caps at checkout, no spaces, and you will save 10% on your order. So something I just want to throw out there really quick. Alright, so let's dive in and see what we can get here. Now we have gotten a couple of decent things in the first 2 boxes, but I have to say overall the pulls have been pretty average. There's still a lot of room for some really great things to get in this opening series. So let's see what we can make happen. We have the Master Royale and a Holo Salmon. So we do have a Holo right out of the gate at the very least. So yeah, we're definitely going to be looking for any Rayquaza GXs. Honestly, I don't really care what the rarity is. Of course, I would prefer some full arts and rainbow rares, but any Rayquazas will be happily accepted throughout this opening. Similarly for Banette GX, that is another card I'm going to be on the hunt for, especially the full arts and rainbow rare versions of that as well. I think that card is awesome, one of my personal favorites from this set. We have Reverse Kartana, which is a rare at least, and a Claydol. And so in the last 2 boxes, one had 6 ultra rares, one had 5. So really curious to see how this trend is going to continue as we do go through this opening. I'm really hoping 6 does seem to be the average just because this is such a huge set. So we have Volbeat and we have Palossand GX. Definitely not a great card, but I am a collector in addition to a player, so this is a card I will at least need for my master set. Let's take a look at this guy. Japan has had this card for I think what, like a year now or something, so it's cool that we are at least finally getting it. And it has kind of a cool GX move if I remember right. So for 2 fighting and DCE, look at the top 13 cards of your opponent's deck. Discard any number of Pokemon you find there, and just 60 for each card you discard in this way. So definitely a pretty cool GX move. Not sure how good this card actually is, especially since fighting doesn't have very good energy acceleration right now, but definitely a card that I think would be fun to mess around with if nothing else. So yeah, but like 3 packs in, we already have a GX, so can't complain too much about this. I think the cards I'm trying to avoid for the rest of this opening are going to be Mr. Mime GX and maybe like Jirachi Prism Star. Those are the cards I've pulled enough of between all of the packs I've opened from this set, and I really just want to avoid if possible. We have Spoink, and we have Alolan Eradicate GX. So similarly, another GX that Japan has had for quite some time now that we are finally getting. And I do think Eradicate actually is a bit better than Palossand. Has some attacks for 0 energy. Item Maniac GX in particular is pretty cool. For 0 energy, search your deck for 6 items, put them into your hand. Definitely seems like a card that has a little bit of potential. So alright guys, off to a pretty good start so far. Definitely not GXs I'm particularly excited about, but to be fair, there also aren't any full art or rainbow rare versions of these 2 cards, so this is technically, we did technically pull max rarity, Alolan Eradicate and Palossand GX, so we're going to look at it that way. So we have Reverse Whismur and a Regirock. So yeah, we got 2 GXs pretty early on, so I'm willing to bet these next like 5 or 6 packs are probably going to be a little bit mediocre. So yeah, Reverse Lotad, definitely a nice reverse to get, and a Grumpig. So I always say too that you know, if we're not going to get any ultra rares or anything crazy, I wouldn't mind getting like reverses of a lot of the playable commons and uncommons in the set, like Slugmas and Shuppets and Mudkips or Shrine of Punishment, you know, stuff like that. So we have Reverse Friend Ball and a Banette. Not the Banette I'm looking for. Definitely looking for some GXs out of this case opening. So we have Gorbis, and we have a Holo Lunatone. So it's going to be, I think, our first holo of the box so far. Definitely not one of the better ones to get, but nevertheless, we will take it. So we have Surskit and a Metacham. We have Reverse Metang and a Holo Stevens Resolve. That's a little bit better than Lunatone, so we're definitely doing a little bit better with that Holo. And even Metang isn't that bad. I think it's actually better than the one from Guardians Rising, so this is probably going to be the go-to Metang going forward, so definitely a decent reverse to get. So we have Baltoy and a Holo Groudon. I think this is actually our first one of the whole case opening so far, so that is okay by me. It's really not a terrible card either. It's pretty easy to power up with just fighting DCE. Can hit Zoroark for weakness, so can't be that terrible, I guess. Oh, we have, nice, we have Latias Prism Star, definitely nice. And we have Manectric, huh. It's actually kind of interesting. I think I pulled this exact combo of cards out of a different box we opened, so that's kind of neat. So yeah, guys, definitely happy to get Latias Prism Star, definitely the best Prism Star in the set. Latios is also pretty decent, but Latias, I think, definitely is the best out of the three that we got, so. You know, even though this is a card I've already pulled, definitely happy to get this in any quantities throughout this case opening. Oops. There we go. Alright, so, you know, this first half of the box is going pretty well so far. If we can get one more Ultra Rare, I'll feel pretty good about how, you know, how our pulls are trending going into the second half. So here we have, nice, we have the 70 HP Trico Reverse, and we have Deoxys. So definitely going to be looking for, I believe it's the attack form Deoxys that is the kind of a reprint of the Evolutions Mewtwo. So haven't really pulled too many of those yet, so if we can get some more of that, that would be definitely preferred to the other Deoxys cards that are in this set. So here we have Reverse Torkoal and a Kartana. So just 3 packs left, guys. We only have 2 Ultra Rares so far, but we still have a chance to get one more in these last couple packs. So, oh, we have Dunsparce Reverse, definitely a good reverse to get, and we have a Blaziken GX. So Blaziken, I think this card actually looks amazing, and the attack on Explosive Kick is pretty solid, 210 damage, but right now the card just is not the best. It really lacks a good way at being powered up. But once the other Blaziken comes out in Dragon Majesty, I think it will be, then I think this card has a bit more potential. But right now, it's just a pretty card to look at. So playability-wise, guys, we are not doing too hot so far. Raticate is probably leading the pack right now, as sad as that is. But nevertheless, as far as our actual pull rates, we're doing kind of okay. So you have Reverse C-Dot and a Registeel. And last pack of this half of the box, guys. Let's see what we can get. We have Reverse Skitty and another bad Deoxys. So definitely a little anticlimactic note to end this first half of the box on. But nevertheless, pull rates wise, guys, we are doing fantastic. You know, 3 GX, 1 Prism Star. If we can just duplicate that for this half of the box, but maybe with some better ultra rares or higher rarity ultra rares, that would, you know, I think be preferred here. So let's keep on going, guys, and see what we can make happen for the second half of this box. We have Reverse Wingull and another bad Deoxys. We are striking out when it comes to getting that attack form, man. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I just cannot seem to find any of that card. Oh, we have Latias Prism Star and Sceptile. So at this point, we've, you know, between 3 boxes, we've already pulled all of the Prism Stars at this point. So it is expected to get some duplicates, but like I mentioned earlier, guys, I definitely want to be avoiding pulling as many of these as possible. Definitely want to try to just maximize the amount of Latios and Latias that we pull. So 2 Prism Stars down. There could be another floating in here, but I think it's safe to assume that 2 is about what we'll get. So we have Reverse Bagon and a Delmise. So we have some. We have Cacturn and we have a Shiftry GX. Actually, a card I don't think is that bad. Actually, I think a card that might have even been a little bit underrated coming into Celestial Storm. Definitely think this card has some potential, especially post-rotation. So it has that attack extrasensory. If you and your opponent have the same number of cards in hand, you do 180. So with the choice band, 210, which means you knock out basically most of the relevant cards in the current format. So definitely a card I think that has some potential. So we're at 4 regular GXs. We've been, I gotta say, guys, without spoiling anything too much, our secret rare, rainbow rare, full art pull rates seem to be a little on the lower side. So really hoping that that is going to be the last of our standard GXs. But luckily we did get something a bit more playable than what we had been pulling. So definitely happy to get Shiftry. So we have here Bellsprout, and oh, we finally got it, guys. I actually didn't know it was a holo. We got the other Deoxys I was talking about. So show this off real quick. Yeah, I was talking about it for this psychic attack, 20 plus 20 for each energy on your opponent's active. So just like that Mewtwo from Evolutions. And I gotta say, I actually really like the holo pattern on this card. And it looks like it's actually bleeding a little bit out into the rest of the card too. So that's, I guess that's kind of neat. Kind of made worth pulling, I guess. So yeah, happy to finally get one of those. So that is one of the downsides to having a set that's 168 cards. It makes pulling certain cards you want pretty tough since there's just so many in the set. So here we have Reverse Fisherman, definitely okay with that, and a Regirock. And I forget, is there a full art Fisherman in this set? I feel like there should be if there isn't, but if there is, I definitely wouldn't mind pulling that as well. But yeah, right now it's escaping my memory right now. So we have Reverse Minun and Claydol. This pack is fighting me a little bit here. So we have Reverse Beldum. Nice, and another rare Metacham. Oh, we have some, guys. We have Grumpig, and we have full art Copycat. Now that is definitely a good pull to get. Let me put down some of this bulk, and we'll show this thing off here. So very nice. Copycat, definitely I think one of the best trainers to come out of Celestial Storm. Even though it is a reprint, it's definitely a card that I think has been a little bit missed. And going into the new post-rotation format, there's not that many great draw supporters. So I think this definitely will have a place somewhere. So yeah, stoked on this thing. So definitely my favorite pull, actually maybe of the case even so far. So yeah, stoked to get this one. Alrighty, guys, so I gotta say, things are looking up. And we still have a decent amount of packs left, so we still actually can get a 6th ultra rare. And ideally, I'd like to get a secret rare or rainbow rare, you know, because it's statistically every 3 boxes is a secret rare, and usually around every 2 boxes is a rainbow rare. So we'll have to see if we can get something else juicy to go along with that copycat. We have reverse mobile and a Regice. Or even if we don't get a secret or rainbow rare, like full art Banette GX or full art Rayquaza GX, those are some other cards I'm definitely going to be hunting for. Ooh, best. No, I may have spoke too soon. I think we got the best pull of the case. We got reverse holo rare candy, and then we got another bad Deoxys. But hey, we will gladly take the reverse holo rare candy in that pack. Alright guys, we have Reverse Onyx and we have a Holo Kyogre. I think this is actually our first Kyogre of the case as well. And yet again, like the Deoxys, it looks like the holo pattern on this thing is bleeding out of the you know, the artwork a little bit. So I mean, it looks kind of cool, I guess. Not sure if it's supposed to be like that, but definitely looks nice though. Alright, so it looks like we have 7 packs left if I'm looking at the packs right. We have reverse Banette, and nice we have a Magcargo. Definitely going to be looking for reverse Magcargos in Slugma's Dome. We pulled plenty of the normal ones at this point. Definitely want the shiny ones though. So here we have reverse Beast Ball and a Wailord. So nothing too exciting right there. Beast Ball, not a very good trainer card. However, if we can get maybe some reverse Acrobikes or Shrine of Punishment, actually is probably what I'm looking for most as far as reverse trainers. I would be a lot happier with that. So we have reverse Bill's Maintenance. Similarly, not another playable card. And then what was that? Exploud there too. So just 4 packs left, guys. Right now we're only at 5 ultra rares. We still have a chance. Let's get one more out of these last couple packs. So here we have reverse Steelix and a holo Tyranitar. Ugh. I think we've actually kind of met our quota for holo pulls at this point. So really don't want to pull any more. If we do, I think that might even kind of solidify we won't get any more GXs or ultra rares. But nevertheless, let's see. We have reverse Copycat and we have a rainbow rare Stakataka GX. That is a pretty good pull if I do say so myself. That's an amazing way to kind of finish off this box. Now, of course, we do have one more pack, but you know, more than likely this is going to be the last like really good pull we get. And even the reverse Copycat, not a bad card to get either. Whew, okay. So yeah, this is going to be our first rainbow rare of the case opening, and definitely a great one to get. Stakataka, I think, is up there, along with Banette and Rayquaza, as being one of the more playable GXs from the set in the short term. So definitely an amazing looking card here. Love the background on this thing. Awesome. So let's get a sleeve on this, and let's pull our last regular rare out of this last pack, more than likely. Alright, Blaziken. Fingers crossed, Ma. Hope you can bring us some good luck here. I'm not counting on it, but we're going to try our best here. And just try to bring ourselves some good luck. We're going to do the card trick one last time. Let's see what we can make happen. So here we have a Love Disc, Trico, Skitty, Spinarak, Bagon, Grass Energy, Huntail, Grovyle, Energy Switch, Reverse Holo Seedot, and this actually is the 60 HP one, so that's kind of nice, better than getting the 40 HP one, and just a rare Kartana. So, like I said, I really wasn't expecting anything great out of that particular pack, But nevertheless, guys, I think we managed to finish off this third box pretty nicely. Let me just sort through some of these cards real quick, and we'll do a quick recap before we go on to box number 4. Alrighty guys, so for the holos we pulled out of this box, we got Salamence, we got Lunatone, Steven's Resolve, Groudon, Deoxys, Kyogre, and Tyranitar. So in total, guys, we actually got 7 holos, which is really nice. Much like with your ultra rare pulls, 5 to 6 is usually kind of the baseline. So the fact that we got 7 is pretty good here. We actually got some half decent ones. We got the Deoxys, Steven's Resolve, and debatably Kyogre and Groudon are like kind of okay. The other ones are pretty bad, but nevertheless, we did good as far as our pull rates there. For our Prism Stars, we got Jirachi Prism Star and Latias Prism Star. There's only 3 in the set in total, so you're basically guaranteed 2 out of 3 in a box. And we got the Latias, so we're basically good there. And for our Ultra Rares, we got Shiftry GX, Blaziken GX, Alolan Raticate GX, Palossand GX. Then we got the Rainbow Rare Stakataka and the Full Art Copycat. So in total, we got 6 ultra rare pulls. So really awesome there. Really love the ones that we got in particular. A couple of them not that great, but Shiftry's playable, Stakataka's playable, Copycat's playable, and the Copycat and Stakataka in particular were pretty high rarity. So really happy with how this box turned out. Really hoping the rest of these can go just as good or better than this one. So let me clean some of these cards up and we'll move on to box number 4. Alrighty guys, now that I have all that cleaned up, let's head over and crack open box number 4 here. I gotta say, box number 3, probably my favorite box of the case so far. I do think one of the boxes that we had in part 1 was, you know, a pretty solid start off to this opening series, but box 3, they had the sauce, man. You had the Full Art Copycat and the Rainbow Rare Stakataka, so kind of hard to be upset with those pulls. Now, still on the hunt for some secret rares and maybe like Full Art Ray and Full Art Banette, or really any Rays and any Banettes are going to be kind of at the top of my wants list. So let's see what we can make happen here. Oh, first pack in, we have Latias Prism Star and a Magcargo. That's a killer pack right there. Despite not having any GXs, you have like one of the best cards in the set with Magcargo, and you have Latias Prism Star, which is actually a decent Prism Star. So not a bad way to start things off. And we pulled a good bit of these Magcargos, but like I've mentioned before, I'm going to be looking for some reverse ones at some point. Even reverse Slugma would be appreciated too. Reverse Alicia and Banette. And similarly, we've had no shortage of the regular Banette. It's been kind of taunting me for this opening. I'm trying to get the GX instead. And we have Stakataka GX, very nice, okay. So, and a Metal Energy to match. So Stakataka I definitely think is near the top as far as being one of the best GXs in the set. Has that ability, Ultra Wall, so makes your Ultra Beast Pokemon take less damage from attacks, which is pretty nice. So definitely happy with getting that one. Great way to kick off our first GX of the box. In a perfect world, we will exclusively pull Stakatakas, Banettes, Rays, and Full Arts and Secret Rares. Hopefully we can make that happen, though I'm not going to count on it. We have Reverse Gulpin, and we have Articuno GX. I did forget about this card, so have not pulled this one yet out of the case, and it is a half decent card, so I'm okay with taking the Articuno here. Let's show it off real quick. This is another one of those cards that's kind of a spiritual successor, all the way back to the Articuno EX, all the way from Fire Red, Leaf Green. Okay, so, I mean, out of every pack so far, we've had a Prism Star or a GX, so yeah, this first half of the box is starting off really strong. Maybe that means just the back half is going to be kind of lackluster. Oh, we have a white code though, so we could have something good. We have, ooh, reverse Torchic, and we have a hollow Metagross. So yeah, we're doing really good so far. Even the Torchic is the decent one. It has 70 HP, so that's pretty nice. So here we have Solrock and Wailord. We have Reverse Lantern and Kartana. Lantern in particular I think is a card some people might be sleeping on. Its ability is basically like EXP share. And I don't know, seems like it might have some potential, especially since EXP share has been kind of a bad card ever since Field Blower has come out. You usually can't keep your EXP shares on the field long enough to actually make use of them. So we have Reverse Clan Pearl and Explode. We have Last Chance Potion and Regirock. So as I was saying, guys, we are probably going to start striking out after that, explosive start to this box. It is pretty understandable that these next several packs are probably going to be a little bit lackluster. But here we have Reverse Switch, and we have Manectric. So even if we're not going to get any Ultra Rares, there are still some pretty decent non-hollow, like regular rares we could get. Swamper's in here, Sceptile's okay. The Manectric we just pulled. Of course, Magcargo is going to be the big one. So we have Reverse Trico and Deoxys. And of course, too, there's always a chance we can get a Prism Star. So here we have Reverse Oricorio, and nice, we have Swampert, just as I was saying. So here we have Reverse Lunatone and Hollow Steelix. So we did get Reverse Rare and a Hollow, but both of them unfortunately are not very good. So a little bit of an anti-climactic pack right there. And just eyeballing these packs, it looks like we have around 6 left, so statistically we should have another Ultra Rare floating around in here somewhere. So here we have Weeping Bell Reverse, and we have a Full Art Electrode GX. Very nice. Don't have this guy yet. And Electrode, it's not one of my, I guess, favorite cards in the short term, but I do like the ability on this guy, and I do think it has some potential, especially since the old Electrode EX it was based on in the past did well. Electrode Prime has done well. A lot of these Electrodes in the past with these abilities that knock themselves out have traditionally been good, so I have high hopes that one day Electrode will be a pretty viable deck. So very nice. So I'm not expecting another Ultra Rare for this half of the box, but I have to say, even if that's all we have so far, I think we're doing just fine. We have not gotten any Mr. Mimes or the dreaded Jirachi Prism Star, so I really like how this box is going so far. So we have Reverse Swalot and a Registeel. So we have Reverse Vigoroth and a Hollow Solgaleo. I think that's actually our first one. I think we did pull it as a reverse, but no normal hollow so far. And especially since we got that hollow, really not sure if there's going to be another like juicy pull on this half of the box or not. So here we have Reverse Larvitar and a Grumpig. So nothing there. And then of course, like I said, we have one more pack left over here. Hopefully our boy Jirachi can bring us some good luck. Here we have Reverse Mudkip and a Reggie. So yeah, as I was saying, guys, we really didn't expect anything too special there, but it's okay. Like I said, we're pretty much on track to be getting a solid box here. We got the one Prism Star. We should have another one over here. Then 3 Ultra Rares with hopefully at least 3 more hiding somewhere on this half of the box. So we have Reverse Underground Expedition and a Claydol. Oh, I think I did see something in this pack, guys. Nice, we have Latias Prism Star and a Mad Cargo, so what a killer pack. And actually I think our first pack of the box was Latios Prism Star and a Mad Cargo, so definitely doing pretty solid there. And like I mentioned too, I think in the third box, we've pulled, you know, all the Prism Stars at this point, but really just trying to maximize the amount of Latias that we're going to pull, since it is definitely the best Prism Star that came out of this set. Alrighty, so definitely a great way to kick off this half of the box. And if we get Jirachi in here as well, I mean, I guess that's okay, but we got the Prism Stars that we wanted, so really anything at this point, in addition to those, is going to be fine. Rattata and Deoxys. We have some guys. We have Reverse Slugma. Ooh, this is a sweet pack, I can tell already. Well, okay, we got Secret Rare Hustle Belt. It is a secret rare. It's definitely not one of the better ones, but to be fair, there are some pretty bad secret rares in this set. But hey, it is our first secret rare of the box, and like I've mentioned before, I'm not only a player, I do collect, and I will need this for my master set, and it's definitely a pretty sweet card, but I just don't think very playable right now. So if this Pokemon has 30 HP or less and has any damage counters already on it, its attacks do 60 more damage. So it definitely will increase your damage output by a good bit, but it's just a little too hard to make use of right now. But hey, we did get Reverse Slugma, and it's sad that that's like the card I'm actually more excited for. But hey, Magcargo is just that good, that's why. But hey, nevertheless, guys, we got a secret rare. That's still an awesome pull, nonetheless, even though it's not the most playable card. That's one less card I'm going to have to trade for at some point. So really hoping we could get Rainbow Energy or Acrobike. If we can get one of those in these last couple boxes, that would be amazing. Those are the big secret rares I'm personally looking forward to. So you have Combuskin and Regirock. We have Donphan and Grumpig. And also, guys, feel free to have this code. And if you guys do play the online game, definitely be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. We give out free PTCGO codes on those platforms on Fridays. And then Patreon in particular, we always give out codes from the most recent set. So I will be sure to have links to all those platforms below in the description if you guys want to try to get some more free codes. But in this pack we have, oh, there we go. We got Reverse Magcargo and Exploud. So this is like almost as good as getting a GX, really, just because Magcargo is that good. So very nice. I was really looking forward to getting one of those. And hey, if we get some more, I definitely won't turn those down as well. So here we have Reverse Ariados, which is a rare, and Manectric. It's actually not too bad of a pack there. Both those cards, I think, do have some degree of potential. They're not your just normal kind of junky regular rares that you pull a lot at the time. So here we have Reverse Hustle Belt and a Wailord. So yeah, guys, at this point, we probably have, you know, 1 to 2 more GXs or Ultra Rares. Let's try to get Banette or Rayquaza. Those are going to be the big ones I'm really going to be trying to get. We have Pokénav and Deoxys. So we have Reverse Deoxys, not one of the good ones, and we have a Sceptile. Here we have Reverse Torchic, unfortunately not the 70 HP one, and we do have Metacham. And Rare Candies, that's always nice. Alright guys, had a couple dud packs here. Let's try to get a GX here. We haven't had one in a little bit. We do have Reverse Acrobike though, so no GX, but Acrobike definitely a pretty playable card that we're getting in Celestial Storm. Happy to have it coming back into the game. So we have Reverse Apricorn Maker and Regice. So starting to get a little bit worried, guys. We've only had 4 ultra rare pulls. Granted, one is a secret rare, but not very playable though. So really, if we can end with a Ray or a Banette, I think I'm going to feel pretty good. So here we have Reverse Love Disc, and we have a Hollow Slacking. Okay, I actually think that's my first Slacking though, so I'm not really too upset about that. But 3 packs left, guys. I think it might be... I'm not sure if we're going to get a GX or not. Let's see. We have Tyranitar and Banette GX. We finally got one, guys. So Banette's a card I definitely have been excited about. Definitely seems good as a potential Zoroark partner for Zoroark GX decks, especially post-rotation. I really do like this card. So definitely an awesome card. Yeah, guys, so even if we don't pull anything out of these last 2 packs, we at least close things out with a great GX. So here we have Illumise and Registeel, nothing special there. And then 1 pack left in the entire box, guys. We still could get another GX or, you know, something like that. So let's do the card trick one last time and we'll see what we can make happen here. So we have Bellsprout, Phanpy, Clamperl, Skitty, Lotad, Fire Energy, Beast Ball, Rainbow Brush, Tropius, Reverse Holo Nuzleaf, and a Hollow Delcatty. Okay, so not a GX, but at least we did end with another Hollow. That's definitely going to be good. You know, we got 5 Ultra Rares in total, 2 Prism Stars, so pull rate wise, I think we did good. But let's go through, or give me a second, I'm going to go through some of this bulk, and then we'll do a quick recap to show what we got out of this box. Alrighty, guys, for our holos that we got out of this box, we got Metagross, Steelix, Solgaleo, Slacking, and Delcatty. So 5 in total. Yeah, pretty okay, pretty average. 5 to 6 is going to be our average, and 2 of them were half decent. I think Delcatty and Metagross both have a little bit of potential. For our Prism Stars, we got Latias and Latios. Most importantly, we did not get Jirachi, so we did good on our Prism Stars. And for our Ultra Rares, we have Banette GX, Articuno GX, Stakataka GX, 4 Electro GX, and the Secret Rare Hustle Belt. So yet again, 5 pulls in total, but I have to say overall, I think the quality was pretty solid. I mean, Hustle Belt, not a very good card, I don't think, but it is a Secret Rare. And I think all these have some degree of playability for our GXs. So I have to say overall, pretty happy with how this box turned out. But definitely stay tuned, guys. We have one more part lined up, opening the last 2 boxes out of this case. But as usual, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you can support this channel by becoming a patron over at patreon.com/rarecandytcg, or by picking up something from our online store at rarecandytcg.com, it would mean a lot. But with that, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you for the next one.